Hi everyone, it is Atia at Booking In with Atia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a very impromptu planned book haul. I say impromptu planned because I did not buy the books and acquire this mini books with the intention of doing a book haul, but it just happened that way. So what had happened was, right, I participated in a clinical trial related to chronic migraine, and they compensated me with a $100 Amazon card. So I went shopping for books. And then I went on, I was just perusing, and I saw that they had a buy one, get the second 50% off. And so I bought more books. And then months ago, I pre-ordered a special edition of a highly anticipated YA fantasy, and it arrived the same week. So now you're getting a book haul. You're welcome, okay? I go through these, like, I don't want to say dry spells, but I don't buy as many books as I did before. Like, if you are like an OG subscriber, or if you go like way back in my channel, you'll see that I think I was doing like monthly book hauls. With whose money, I don't know. I can't even answer that. But I've been very good with not buying an excess amount of books, because I'm also in a spot where a lot of publishers, because of my Instagram, send me books, especially highly anticipated books. And so, yeah, I've just been really good with that. But then there are times where I do a little splurge, you know? And it is my birthday month. I'm a Pisces, February 23rd. If you feel like blessing me, my wish list is down below. But it usually is February where I do splurge a little bit with the books. And I think of it as a birthday treat. So you're getting a birthday book haul. Part 1, because I usually also go book shopping around my actual birthday. It's Valentine's Day right now. So oh my god, my birthday's next week? No. My birthday's next week. Yeah, so in a week and a half, I'll probably also go book shopping again. So let's just dive on into this. So the first one is actually a picture book, and if you watched my second weekly wrap-up, I actually talk about this book in that wrap-up because I borrowed it from the library and I saw that it was on sale. And so I got it because I gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it, and wanted it in my personal collection. And I think in that wrap-up I said I look forward to adding it to my personal collection, and here we are. So this is all about the sounds and vibrancy and culture surrounding Egypt, specifically Cairo. I love the artwork, I love the story. If you want my full thoughts, check out that wrap up. And yeah, this is the first book of the haul. Next up is another book that I've actually already read, and this is Winston Chu versus the Whimsies by Stacey Lee. This is the first book in the, I think it's just called the Winston Chu series. And I know it's a series because book 2 is coming out, or is already out this month. And yeah, this is another one that I really enjoyed. I think it was my January wrap-up where I talked about it, either my January wrap-up or my first weekly wrap-up, where I give you my full thoughts on this. But obviously I really enjoyed it because I went out and bought a physical copy after listening to the audiobook. Then we have 2 independently published fantasy. This first one has been on my wish list for months, probably close to a year. I have wanted this book for so long, to the point where I also think you know how you get those Kindle rewards or whatever? I'm pretty sure I used one of those rewards to buy the ebook version of this book. And this is called The King Summit. This is by Sukalia Brown. This is a black sci-fi space odyssey. That's all I need to know. And because that's all I need to know, that's all I'm going to tell you. This cover is incredible. And just like, oh, I've wanted a physical copy of this for so long. You don't even understand. And the other indie published fantasy that I have is Blood Over Bright Haven by M.L. Wang. This one is a little bit of a thickums, and it says, magic has made the city of Tehran an industrial utopia. But magic has a cost, and the collectors have come calling. Okay. And it says, through their fractious relationship, mage and outsider uncover an ancient secret that could change the course of magic forever, if it doesn't get them killed first. Skyona has defined her life by the pursuit of truth, but how much is one truth worth with the fate of civilization in the balance? A standalone dark academia brimming with mystery, tragedy, and the damning echoes of the past. Whoever wrote this synopsis, A+ to you. I hope you get a raise, because that was absolutely brilliant. I didn't mean to stack these books in sections or categories, but I kind of did. So the next 3 books that were in the stack are actually all nonfiction, starting with You Don't Know Us Negroes and Other Essays by Zora Neale Hurston. Again, this is another one that I've had my eye on for months, if not a full year, and it was on sale, so well, actually, was it on sale? It wasn't on sale, but I have the gift card, so I bought it. And yeah, I feel like it kind of tells you what it's about. And it says, You Don't Know Us Negroes and Other Essays is the quintessential gathering of provocative essays from one of the world's most celebrated writers, spanning more than 3 decades, and penned against the backdrop of the birth of the Harlem Renaissance, Montgomery bus boycott, desegregation of the military, and school integration. Hurston's writing articulates the beauty and authenticity of Black life. The next nonfiction that I have is The 100 Years' War on Palestine, A History of Settler Colonialism and Resistance, 1917 to 2017. And this is by Rashid Khalidi. And yeah, I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. This is about the 100 years. Well, it's actually now it's more than 100 years, but basically tracking and spanning how we got to the essentially mass genocide that we're witnessing in real time today. My partner read this and found it absolutely engaging, and he highly recommended it. I had already had my eye on it, but after hearing him talk about it and all the information that's in this book that is just like not talked about, I wanted to get myself a physical copy so that I could also annotate it. And you see the bookmark is in it because I plan to start it very, very soon. The last nonfiction we have is actually a recently released book. I think it came out either this month or in January, and this is Black Women Taught Us, An Intimate History of Black Feminism by Jen M. Jackson, PhD. These covers are just really doing it for me. Really enjoy that. And so this one says, a reclamation of essential history and a hopeful gesture toward a better political future. This is what listening to Black women looks like. There we go. For a new generation of movement organizers and co-strugglers, Black Women Taught Us serves as a reminder that Black women were the first ones to teach us how to fight racism, how to name that fight, and how to imagine a more just world for everyone. The next book I have here is one that I found just while perusing that sale I was telling you about. And if you don't know, I am actually a pescatarian. I eat fish, but most of the time I'm vegetarian. And I do like to cook, and I like experimenting with different recipes, especially when they are, you know, vegetarian or vegan based. So that's a lot of the cookbooks that I collect are either vegan or vegetarian. And you know, sometimes the recipes, I had to add a little flavor to them, you know? And so when I came across this book, Afro Vegan, Farm Fresh, African, Caribbean, and Southern Flavors Remixed by Brian Terry, I was like, oh, here we go. Here's a cookbook I've been looking for. And yeah, this is a look and an approach with recipes to veganism from the basis of the African diaspora. Do I need to say more? Let me show you some of the recipes, specifically with some pictures. Okay, so we have blackened okra with red rice is a recipe. I'll be honest, I've never, well, let me not say never, I can't remember having okra and enjoying it, but that could honestly be because of the way it was prepared. Then we have another one, grilled corn on the cob. That looks delicious. And then I'll show you the third one. Ooh, we actually already make those, so I'm not gonna show you that. And this is a glazed carrot salad. And what I need to do is, before I put this book up, I need to go through and find the recipes that I'm most excited to try and tab them, because that's usually what I do when I get a new cookbook, is I go through and tab the recipes that call to me in that moment. The next book is actually a comic volume, and this is Monica Rambeau Photon. My girl, I did not know she had a collection, and it's just the one, which sucks. Hopefully we'll get more, especially because the Marvels came out. And yeah, I mean, I have 3 Monica Rambeau Funko Pops, And don't worry, I'm planning on doing a bookshelf tour very soon. I have to like do some slight rearranging to my Funko Pops and do a bit of tidying, but I do plan on giving you all a full bookshelf tour. But I love this character. I've loved this character since we meet her as a little girl in Captain Marvel. I have loved this character ever since we meet her again in WandaVision. And then to see her in the Marvels was absolutely incredible. And yeah, now I have a collection that's all about her. Like, what? And I'm pretty sure, yeah, this character, is this the place that sings all the time? Let me not spoil myself. I'm looking through and seeing things that I probably shouldn't see yet. But yeah, I'm very hyped to read this. Then we have that special edition that I was talking about. And this is a special edition from Satisfaction. They are by far my favorite book subscription box, however that phrasing goes. And so this is the special edition for So Let Them Burn. Look at that. Look at that. Like, what? Yeah, this is a Jamaican inspired fantasy and it's YA. I believe the way that this one goes is you have a girl and her sister has to be like sacrificed, or she has to kill her sister in order to save the world, and she's just like, no. And yeah, that's all I know. I've been hearing mixed reviews about this one, which is frightening, but I still look forward to reading it and giving my opinions. Don't know if that'll be soon. I'll let the hype die down a bit and then circle back around to it. And then the last book in this birthday book haul, that's what we're going to officially call it now, is A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Williams. Tia Williams is the author of 7 Days in June. I ate this book up. Was it last summer or was it the summer before? I think it was the summer before. This book was absolutely incredible. And so I was super hyped. We got the announcement and the cover for this one. And this recently came out. And yeah, let me just tell you what it's about. One florist, one pianist, one love story, 100 years in the making. Set against the backdrop of contemporary Harlem in 1920s decadence, A Love Song for Ricky Wilde is a modern fairy tale of two passionate artists drawn to the magic and romance of New York and whose lives are irreversibly linked. I have only read 7 Days in June by this author, and one of the things that I really enjoyed about it, it's a small thing, but I enjoy that our two protagonists were artists. They were both writers. And so I'm interested to see what type of artist these are. Like, are they visual artists? No, one's a florist and one's a pianist. Okay, yeah, and then I know her other book, The Perfect Find, I think, follows does she write for a magazine? But yeah, it's just so cool to see Black people in artistry positions getting these epic sweeping love stories or these epic sweeping, you know, life tales. And yeah, I'm super excited for this one. And that concludes the book haul. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Let me know down below, have you heard of any of these books? Have you read any? Which one do you recommend I start with or skip? And make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the notification bell so you're notified every time I release a new video. All of my socials are linked down below, as well as the link to join my book club, Bibliophiles Unite, as well as the link to my Pango Books storefront and my Etsy shop. And I will see you in another video. Bye!
Showing. I ain't living for the moment. I see what's mine and I want it. Hungry like a Pac-Man. I'm Bruce Wayne and Batman. I'm Naruto with a Hanzo. Got a sharp mind like I'm Einstein. Plus I'm copywriting, so it's all mine. Check it for me, I'm in the sky.